everyone, this is Brobuscus, and welcome back to another Let's Watch of DBX. And this episode, it's one that I just want to get out of the way. Don't really care. It's Sasuke from Naruto versus Killua from Hunter x Hunter. If you don't know who Killua is and you are on my channel, you may remember that one guy who was in the Gon versus Midoriya 1 Minute Melee, who was kind of the side character for Gon, the white-haired kid. Yeah, that's Killua, and he is now going to be fighting Sasuke. Conveniently enough, Sasuke is officially the first character to be a returning combatant for DBX. Of all people, it's Sasuke. Everyone hates Sasuke. And now I'm going to see a bunch of comments in my video saying, I like Sasuke. Gosh, alright, this is one I just want to get out of the way right now. This is one that I just want to leave behind. I don't really care for this matchup. I don't really care for these two characters. If I have to pick one, I don't want to pick one because I don't really care for Hunter x Hunter. It's not an anime I want to get into, and Sasuke is a character that I do not like. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. But if you absolutely forced me to pick a character here, and I know I'm going to hate myself for doing this, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for doing this as well, I'm going to go for Sasuke. Because I know that he would win in a fight against Killua, and I know that, and I'm more of a fan of Naruto than I am of Hunter x Hunter, even though I'm not really a fan of either. Killua is just not a character I know, and Sasuke is one that I do know. So I'm gonna pick Sasuke. The issue is that he just won't win because like I said, everyone hates Sasuke. You're gonna take everything. All the animators are gonna take every single opportunity they can get to kill Sasuke in a no-research fight. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. So Sasuke won't win, but I'm going to go for him anyway. I will take the hit. Let's just get this over with. Alright, there's Sasuke, and I think that's Orochimaru. There's a Gon and Killua. What just happened?
Here we go!
Oh.
Nani?
Okay. That was cool. I'm not really caring for this. This fight doesn't really have a lot of care for me as of yet, but that fake out was really good. Okay. I haven't seen this before. Might want to run, gun. Ow. Well, he's dead. Kill one. Meh. That's really what I can say about this. It was meh. Like, the last part of it was really cool. Like that, had the animator done that throughout the entire fight, like had he done something as cinematic and as climatic and as epic as that, we could have had a really good DBX this time. But we didn't. And instead what we got is a bunch of nothing. It was clunky. The camera works were not good. The music was, I didn't really like the music. It wasn't hype worthy at all. Really, like, this one had more bad than good. Didn't like the sprite for Sasuke. They should have just went with the newer Sasuke, the one that's the one they used in Sasuke's last DBX, as well as his one-minute melee against Ichigo. Should have just kept that. Choreography was bad. I didn't like the choreography at all. It was so hard to understand what was going to happen. And that bit where like Sasuke is just shooting fire, like, I felt that was kind of lazy. It was so slow. It was so like it felt like a really bad runaway boss fight in some random game that does that. Like Transformers Devastation did it, where you're driving on a bridge and you're bracing Blitzwing or whatever, and you're like stuff's blowing up around you, and you have to get him out of you have to stop him from hovering in the air, stuff like that. It felt like that, and that's not something. And while that could have been cool if it would have been cool if it was a video game. The issue is that this is not a video game. This is a 2D animation made for fun, and it wasn't like the animation was so like I've already complained about. Like you know by now, it was slow. It was clunky. It was a mess. Like it wasn't bad by any means. Like the episode itself was still okay. I'll give it that. It's probably my least favorite episode this season, just in general. Like, not just because Sasuke lost and that's who I was rooting for. Like, no, it's not that at all. In fact, I'm actually not that upset about it because I don't like Sasuke. It's nice to see him lose something. But no, it was just pretty much like almost everything about this fight was bad. I liked the cameos. The cameos were pretty cool. The final, like I said, the last like third of the fight was really good. Like I said, had he just done that, but for all of the animation, like made it that where it actually looks like he put work into this, we could have had a really good DBX. Wouldn't have made the top 3, but probably not even top 5. But it would have been. We could have had a really good, really fast-paced, really action-packed DBX, but we didn't. We didn't get that. We got literally the exact opposite. It was slow. It dragged on. It wasn't a fight. It was just them shooting things at each other. Nothing much happened. Like the fake out was cool, like where Killua looks like he has his heart and crushes it, but it's just nothing. Like, that was good. I didn't see that coming. I never see that coming with Naruto characters. That's something I need to work on. But no, this one, like, it was. I'll give it this. I usually like when DBX is like, even though this one stretched out, it was a really long DBX, and I like it when they do that, because sometimes I feel like these DBXs are too short, especially ones this season. But we need to, you need to make it longer when there's stuff actually happening. And for the longest time, it wasn't a fight. It was Sasuke trying to throw everything he had at Killua, and Killua was just either no-selling it or just like maneuvering out of the way like it's nothing. So for the longest time, it was like Sasuke did this, Killua dodges it. Sasuke did this also, Killua dodges that. Sasuke did this, Killua just takes it, like, or reflects it, or whatever. Like, so it was literally just Killua saying, nope, screw you, and just Sasuke just trying his absolute hardest, whereas Killua is just like, okay. So yeah, no, like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was... It's this or Greninja vs. SBO is my least favorite DBX this season. Although Season 2 is far from over, so... There probably will be episodes that will take the title quite easily, but as of right now, this probably takes it. It had the same problems as Greninja vs. SBO, but what Greninja vs. SBO had over this is that I like the characters more, personally. The matchup makes sense. This matchup makes no sense whatsoever. It didn't drag out. It wasn't a fight, but it didn't drag out. It was still fast, like, it was fast-paced for a fight, but like, that's my other issue with this, is that, especially with Sasuke, like, he's basically a ninja. Like, I know, like, I'm gonna get a ton of hate for this, but Sasuke is almost like he's got, like, supersonic speeds. Here, he was like a snail. It's so, like... So, no, like, it wasn't a good episode, but it wasn't a bad episode. That's the other thing. It's not an issue. I don't know what I was just about to say. But, no, it's not an issue that it wasn't a bad... it wasn't a bad episode, okay? But it's definitely bottom tier DBX this season. There, got my brightness up. Alright. That being said, I am aware of what the next one is. It is Mega Man! Skip this. I can't. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's Mega Man. The Blue Bomber, who got a ton of disrespect in his death battle, I would say. And his opponent, if you recall from... Oh wait, I didn't post it. Oops. See, when I filmed my... I guess I have some explaining to do, actually. I don't think I ever explained this. So, you guys might be wondering why I didn't do a reaction to the Aegis versus Noel Vermillion DBX. Well, the thing is, I did. I did, but hang on. Now you're gonna think, well, then why can't I see it? Because I made a stupid and accidentally deleted it without even noticing before I got the chance to post it. And then when I did try to post it and then deleted it for some reason, it pretty much failed to upload. So I was like, oh, okay, then I'll just try again, and it wasn't there. So I screwed up, basically. But I said in that video that there was a hint that Ben put up on Twitter. And it wasn't really much of a hint. It was basically asking, like, oh, what's your favorite DBX so far this season? And it hinted at Cloud vs. Guts, this fight, and some other fight right in the middle. and I could definitely recognize Bomberman. So people were speculating it's either Bomberman versus Mario or Bomberman versus Mega Man. And as of this hint that we just got, it's Mega Man. So, Mega Man versus Bomberman is the next DBX. And that's actually way more hype-worthy than this. And that, in fact, actually, it gets even more hype because, according to the Hypergauge Discord channel, Bio, who animated this fight, said that Jets is animating it. And that is awesome. I love Jets. I love his animations, man. Alright. But I'm dragging it. I'm using my complaint about Sasuke vs. Killua and doing it with my outro. Okay. So that's that. This episode was meh. It was literally like the biggest meh this season so far. Oh, I need to compare this to Sasuke's last DBX. Okay, I took pity on this episode, yeah, but I would still say that this fight is better than Sasuke versus Hiei, which is Sasuke's last battle. The reason why is because here Sasuke had more of a fight. He had more action happening. Whereas in the other one, it was action for about a minute, and then they were both chasing some rabbit who had a Hello Kitty doll. And then they both died. There, I just summed up the whole fight. So, yeah. This was better than Sasuke's last DBX. But now we just need Sasuke in a death battle, because he was in a 1-minute melee, he was in a DBX twice. We need him in a death battle right now. As much as I don't like Sasuke, I will admit we need Sasuke in a death battle. And his perfect opponent is his last DBX, Hiei. So everyone, never suggest Sasuke alone for a death battle ever again. Sasuke versus Hiei. Let's do it. Don't make it this fight. Alright? Don't make it Sasuke versus Killua. Don't make it Sasuke versus Ichigo. Don't make it Sasuke versus Riku from, I think, Kingdom Hearts. Please correct me if I'm wrong. No. Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. That's who should fight Sasuke. It's a perfect match. So, yeah, there's that. So, I am sorry for this outro being dragged out too long. I'm a hypocrite. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. I just had a long rant to go over. Okay, so, with that said, I have some stuff I need to do right now. So, I will see you guys later. Bye.